whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is...
Na, betöltesz? Jó. No. Akkor folytassuk a Chapter 2-val.
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the
Na,
truth?
tehát itt vagyunk kívül, Moszkván kívül, és nem kell maszk. Nem kell maszk a lélegzéshez, a levegő nem szennyező.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation to avoid new nuclear attack.
Most hogy látom, hogy jól megy.
Against us. Command chose the only viable course of action to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs.
Tehát egy hálózatot létrehoztak, amivel jammelték az összes rádiószignált Moszkva körül. És végül is igen. Tehát nem érkezett be egyetlen rádiószignál se Moszkvába.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under its strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If our team finds their signal, we'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do.
Wait a moment, what was that?
Speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone who can hear me. Everyone still loyal to the cause.
Listen, everyone.
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79. Area 18-5. I repeat. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79.
So it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the world.
Na, tehát elindulunk egy Arknak nevezett helyre, ami igazából egy biztonságos zóna a post-government emberek által irányítva, legalábbis egyelőre úgy tudjuk. És ott akár tehát akár azt is el tudjuk intézni, hogy megbocsássanak nekünk Moszkvában. Hiszen ott tudtukra adjuk majd a moszkvai hanzatagoknak, hogy nem dölt össze a világ, és hogy van még... Na, együnk.
Come on!
Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what? Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's trick
To Aurora! Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. Get back. Full steam ahead.
Hi.
Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take.
Még körbe lehet menni beszélgetni, úgyhogy azt fogjuk csinálni, amúgy körbe megyünk dumálni.
But I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Artyom, a couple of words.
Na, jöjjön egy kis hibáztatás megint. Hűtsünk rá egy jó újság.
Artyom, what's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you you're not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after a fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same. You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound?
Még mindig azért minket hibáztat meg, hogy mi lett volna, ha...
No matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter and will never become one. I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood? I hope I am.
Igen.
Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Andrei Ivanovich, how long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run, stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me lies about stories and whatnot.
Believe them?
Az allergia.
Well, it seemed safer to leave. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Meg volt
Now I
félelmetve az öreg.
understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No, didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round, and no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. To Russia, not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit by Tatiana and little Sashenka,
Ez a sztori nagyon hasonlít a második könyvnek az egyik főszereplőjére.
Iriska was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too. TB. You know how it goes. So I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head.
Tatiana.
See, I say, you can't stop me for good after all. Here I am, on a real railroad. A real engineer. Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Oh, it's my fault. I'm really sorry.
Kik vannak még itt?
And thank you for telling me.
Az öreg.
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yeah, yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. Yeah, it is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Yeah, well... we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt.
Na, most már ezt is tudjuk.
Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life.
Well, hello there, Artyom.
Na, a legfiatalabb nyomja a kazant.
Help yourself. Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here. The only good thing about this job is that you forget it's winter. If only you didn't have discomfort later, with your whole body aching. I heard that monotonous labor calms you. Well, it's not a lie. I do feel this calm, you see. What says it's dynamic meditation. That philosopher doesn't come here to meditate too often, though. That's all? Okay, I'll take it from here.
Elég lesz ez neked, bátya.
Hey, Artyom! Is there any music on the air?
De keresünk zenét.
You found it!
No.
Thanks, Artyom. The mood improved instantly.
Na, így az orosz. Jól néz ki amúgy, még mindig ez a játék.
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Or not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a Stonkino tower. When you homed those missiles in on the dark ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well.
Állandóan
The
filozofál
links
az
emerge
idiót.
from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain?
Jól esik. Jól,
Is it dumb to
jó
think about
érzéssel
such
tölt el.
things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
No.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker.
És itt vagyunk a Volga mentén.
Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking he could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes!
fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge, on the double.
Are you alright, Artyom?
They pierced the cylinder! How bad is it? Can we move?
No, we're stuck!
Ah, shit!
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniform?
They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter.
Na, innen folytatjuk majd.